Hi guys, this is Kicker22004. Today I'm going to do a quick video on the Neo 2 showing Cuberite. I talked about this in the last video, but I figured I'd go into depth on how to compile it, and this will go not just for the Neo 2, but for the Raspberry Pi, Odroids. They're all about the same, guys, even x86. So first I want to say, sorry for the noise in the background. I have my 3D printer printing something out, and it might come through. I think it's going to come through a little bit, so if you can ignore the sound a little bit, sorry, but it's the only time I really have to make this video. So let's jump right into it. So first off, Cuberite I showed is a Minecraft server, the host part I guess you'd say, or the server part, in C++ instead of Java. And it runs very, very fast, and it's compatible with versions 1.8 to 1.11 currently, and all of these bases. In fact, you can even run a server from your phone, which is really kind of cool. But I want to show how you can compile it for the Neo 2. Raspberry Pi is right here as well, but we're going to go to its user manual. And we're going to follow it step by step right here until you have a server built. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with making sure we have all of these. I've saved us a bit of time, went ahead and installed all of those. So let's get into this section. Alright, now that that's done, it could take a minute to download the GitHub. We'll go ahead and we'll make our file. And then we'll have to... make our file. We're going to go into our folder, and we're going to pick what we want to build, which again, we're just going to be building the release version. You can also do a debug if you want to work on programming. I'm actually been looking into learning a little bit of Lua for this project because I am interested in it. I know it's been around for quite some time, and the development is there, but it's slow. But I really think this has a lot of potential. I wish that more developers would jump in on it. I know everybody has their one opinion, but that's just mine. I would like to see something like this. I would love to see Minecraft go completely C++. Alright, so now that that's finished, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and compile it. Now, make-j2 is just saying how many threads you're going to want. If you're on the Neo, you're always going to usually go with just half threads. So if you have a 4-core, you go with 2. If you have an 8, you go 4, and so on and so forth. However, I'm going to go ahead and say 4 because I have the cooling on it and I want it to go faster. But if you're having failed attempts, cut it down to half just because that's usually what's causing you problems. So this can take quite a bit of time. We'll go ahead and skip right to the end of it. Alright, so as you can see, the 4 threads still took quite some time if you look at the clock down below. But if you're running 2, it'll take longer, but you have a higher success rate, like I said. So when it's all said and done, the only thing you got to do is actually, we can look at the folder we have here, and you're going to move into server. So cd into server, you'll look in here, and there's a few things you'll need to do once you start the server for the first time. How you start the server is / obviously, Cuberite, and it will build the world for the first time. You know, while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and get Minecraft going. Took 85 seconds for it to build this, which isn't bad. Now, as you can see here, we have a web admin as well, which actually we'll go ahead and stop the server because you have to start it, then stop it. It's kind of a weird layout. I wish it wasn't like this, but it is what it is. And you're going to see you're going to have more files. First thing you want to do is edit the web admin one, .ini, and it kind of tells you what you need to do here. So you can change the port you want, but you're also going to want to set a user and admin, or a user for the website, I guess you'd say. So we're going to name this user test, and we're going to make the password equal FA for friendly arm, and we're going to save it. So now we're going to start the server back up. Oh, and if you want to change any other settings, you can do it here as well. So if you want to change the message of the day, obviously message of the day, change it to whatever you want here. Change your monsters. Are your monsters in here, and change your world is world. I think there was, I'm pretty sure there was a world one here. I'm missing it somewhere. Oh, it's settings, and some of your settings in here as well, but also, oops, that's not what I want to do. Let's go ahead and start the server back up. And now we should be able to have the web UI as well. So server's loading, and we'll jump right onto it. So it took 7 seconds this time to load. As you can see, it's up. And CPU is already resting. So we gotta leave spawn because we can't break anything in spawn. So if you're familiar with Minecraft on Raspberry Pi, you're familiar with the lag you get. So 0 lag, even though the CPU is working quite hard right now. Again, this is, as you see in the video, I loaded it and just rushed. And that's been it. Let's grab a shovel to make this a little, actually, let's just do this. We'll go rank. You'll need to learn some of the commands for these things, because they use a different command sheet. It's not op, you have to give them like admin. So let's give myself a nice shovel. Here we go. And let's exit and reconnect. The lag, if I was to use Java, would just be insane if I was to do this. So there you go. You can see there's absolutely 0 lag. And again, Cuberite's not perfect. It has some problems. But for kids and things, this is a $15 computer that can be turned into a nice server. And I would like to see how many people I could get on this type of server at once. Just to see. Oh, we're going to die now, people. So. Oh, I'm falling into a block. Maybe help if I stop jumping backwards. And I'm dead. So, anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you that real quick. Now let's take a look at the web UI. And you'll need to know your IP address, which if you don't already know it, I'm not sure how you're getting into SSH, but it's right here for me. So I'll type in your web browser 192.168.1.123, and it's probably already up there. Yes, it is, 8080, and you'll be greeted with a pretty basic web UI. Now I had the default John one that they show in their guide here, which is right down here, but we went ahead and named it test and FA. And this is kind of a weird way of doing things, but it works. So we have our managed server here, which restart server will actually not start up for me for some reason. So I think it's a bug. Permissions, if you're going to have permissions for different things, and teleports and things like that, who can teleport, which is built into the thing, by the way. If you're going to edit users, you can change their ranks here. And plugins, the plugins that are currently enabled. The ranks, again here, what they can use with said ranks. Server settings, this is where you can change your description name, how many people can get on, things we're all used to. Click your world to change settings in the world. I do advise you not to switch water to vaporize and lava to vaporize, because oh my god, the lag will it cause. But if you want to have some fun, try it out and see what you think. One thing I did notice in the Nether is that I wasn't able to get blazes spawning for some reason. Now it could just be me, or I'm new to it, but I did want to share this. So if somebody's watching this that's played with this and you have any ideas or thoughts, let me know. And there's just a ton of settings. You'll want to go to their site and just read through all these things. I just mainly wanted to go through and show how to do it, how to set it up, and this will work again on all of your little devices. And one more thing I want to show you that I found really kind of fun with this. It does show your memory usage up here and your chunks. So let's jump back in. I want to see if this update's live or not. Probably works on a refresh. Looks like it does. We'll refresh. There we are. And something that I found to be quite fun, and I wish Minecraft would do this. Let's go full screen. Alright. Where are you, son? Oh yeah, this is something too. Sometimes fly doesn't work either. There's our sun, right? So if I set it to night, it actually goes down. And I don't know why they don't do this in regular Minecraft. I mean, you could do it with a script, but it's kind of fun. I like it. And it's very, very fast. If I go weather thunder, it's instant, whereas it takes a little while on a traditional server as it transitions. Kind of like what you'd think the sun would do, but it doesn't do it. So anyway, guys, this is Cuberite. If you like this, definitely let me know down below if you have any ideas, or you host a server, or if you'd like me to host a server, I guess you'd say. I am interested in leaving the Neo 2 up and running, so if anybody would like to jump on it and play or try it out, let me know. And it works for version 1.8 to 1.11, although crashes have happened with people that are mixed versions. With just my testing alone, when one person was 1.11, one person was 1.8, they couldn't get back on after logging out. So I would say if you want to jump on this and we agree to it later, I'll put a link down below in the description for an address, and I'll put down what version you should be on, which will probably be 1.10, as what I'm reading on their forum seems to be the most stable. So as always, guys, this is Kicker22004. I am glad you watched this. I hope you enjoyed it. And for anybody who has a Raspberry Pi out there, and the person that was discussing it with me the other day, you might want to try this out. Okay? So thank you guys for watching.